Yo, what's good? It's your homeboy T-Pain. Right now, at this very exact moment, you plugged in with Jay.
Plugged in with Jay right now. This is Jay O'Land.
Turn up.
My boy Jay Perry.
You're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
My boy, Jay the Plug.
You're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
You're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
You're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
Jay the Plug.
You got many winners from anyone. You're listening to my boy, Jay the Plug.
Get plugged up, everybody.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Jay the Plug here for another episode of Plugged In with Jay with someone who needs no introduction, especially in the fantasy world, Austin Ekeler. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for having me back on the show.
Man, it's my pleasure. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're eating right now, about to get back to practice, so we can just get this knocked out real quick for you, okay?
Yeah, sounds great, man. How's fantasy been for you this year?
Oh, dude, I'm winning in every league. I'm about, let's see, I've got one loss in my league of record, pace league. I'm right above 500. So like I'm up by one game, but that's got some of your buddies in there, man, like Trent Sig and a bunch of those guys.
Okay, that's what's up.
So yeah, he's doing really well, actually. Like I think he's second in the league. So yeah.
Nice.
How about you, man? How's your league going?
Man, I have 6 different leagues that I'm in right now, and I'm like middle of the pack. I feel like all of them. I don't have one that stands out as dominant. I have one, my Twitch league, which I am 0-9 or whatever. But it's a 20-man league, and my first 2 round picks got hurt, and basically there's no one left. So it's doomed. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend 20-man leagues. Just saying that.
Man, I thought a 16-man was crazy, but 20, my God, dude. Probably
yeah, so I didn't have a backup quarterback, and so during the bye week, I just couldn't play quarterback because there was no one available because they're all taken. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can use that as an excuse for if you take an L. So, I mean, I'm like, I couldn't get a quarterback. So, all right, man. So you've got a number of irons in the fire. I had to basically type all these out because, man, you've got quite a few going, dude. You've got Experience coming out. That's a new app. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, Experience, man. So basically, I saw a lack of availability for a lot of influential people, but not because we didn't want to like hang out with fans or anything, but just because we didn't have a way to really cater to how we would want to interact and really control it. And so I basically have started an app where we have 6 different categories, one being Sign My Stuff and like things like social media engagement, video chats, gaming, item shop, where basically I can create my own, like, looks like a storefront of engagements that you can go in there and see what I'm offering.
You're freezing up a little bit there, bub.
And pay my fee, and then we can do some type of engagement together.
Oh, there you go. You froze up a little bit there, boss. I'm sorry.
Froze up. Hang on. Let me try to find a better spot.
You're good.
Let me find a better spot.
On the move.
Tell me when it gets clear.
You're good now.
Oh, it's clear right here? Okay.
Yeah, you're clear. It froze up whenever you were telling us about the engagement. So you had Sign My Stuff, you had signatures.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, okay, let me run it back. So yeah, we have 6 different offerings that our influential people on the site can offer to their fans. Things like Sign My Stuff, video chats, gaming, social media engagements, item shops. So the goal is to continue to add more, but those are the ones we have right now. And so you could go to Austin Ekeler's profile, see like, he'll answer my DM question, or hey, he'll sign my jersey, or hey, he's playing Call of Duty later tonight. I could buy that slot. Just different things that people can offer to their fans to interact with.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You were talking earlier about your league on Twitch, that 20-man league. There's something else on Twitch that I watched a little bit of, which is hysterical. Ekeler Dome.
Yeah.
That was, who was it that came back with, y'all had to go.
Oh, Boston Scott. Oh,
yeah.
He came. Yeah, we're supposed to put on as many shirts as we can, and he misunderstood, and so he came back with a Halloween costume on. Yeah, that was hysterical. Yeah.
What was the disconnect there, dude? Like
I don't even know. The funny thing is, I came back in the room. I had like 15 shirts on. I couldn't even put my arms down because I had so many shirts on. So I was just laughing because of that. And then I see him in a costume. I'm like, what is this man doing? And so, yeah, it was It was actually better that it played out like that because that was even funnier.
It was. Did you came back looking swole as hell?
Oh yeah.
That's great, dude. What's your favorite competition so far in Ekeler Dome?
Favorite competition? I like the Kahoot test. Those are always interesting. But I mean, I always like the boss battles as well. But the random open in the box challenges are probably personally my favorite because it's so like I don't know. I'm about to open. They send me like an Amazon box, right? And it's sitting below my desk for when we run Ekeler Dome. And so I just open up, it'll be some random thing I've never seen before, never tried, and have to beat it within a certain time. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Tell us about the jersey giveaways. How's that been going?
Man, yeah, those have been going great. So, just like I said, a little earlier, I love doing engagements with communities. So like, this is just one of the little things that I can just provide to the fantasy football community. It's like my little thank you to people that have me on their team, a chance for them to get a signed jersey. If you have me on your fantasy team and you post proof of that on Instagram or Twitter and tag me in it every single week. I actually need to announce my winners for this week and get that out there. Yeah.
Okay. Good deal, man. I did it so many times last season, but you had so many entries. I was like, dang, man.
I know.
I got
You got it.
Wanted to get it on experience when it popped off, but man, I had to. I got it.
That's all good.
Oh yeah. The air guitar challenge, that was genius, man. Like, tell us a little bit about that. And I know you got to get.
Yeah. So I don't know if we didn't do a good enough job, just prepping it as far as what it was like, because we had like the same people entered. There was only like, I don't know, 5 or 6 people that entered. But basically, a few people were sent to the games. And so that one's not living anymore. But yeah, we were sending people to games with the air guitar challenge, but it was something we just tried out. Didn't end up panning through, but yeah, that's what you do. You try things, see if they work. If they stick, you keep them going.
You give it a shot. I know you're busy, man. Just one last thing. I wanted to talk to you about probably one of my favorite fantasy shows out there, period, is Ekeler's Edge.
Hey.
Dude, it's awesome, man. And then, like, not just being in the league and everything, but you actually know your stuff when it comes to fantasy football, man. It's really impressive.
I would say that.
Wow, you do well, man.
Who knows a little bit more than I do.
You have some pretty awesome guests, man. I saw Dwight Schrute on there. Do you have any spoilers you can give us for some guests coming up?
Spoilers for guests. So here's the thing. I don't know who the guest is usually until the day before. Oh. So I can't even tell you. So I don't know. I won't know till Monday who our next guest is. So they leave me alone during the week. So right now they're doing prep right now. They're the ones reaching out. And so they'll be like, hey, on Monday we have this person. Because they have to go through a lot of different people to try to get it exactly lined up with our scheduling and when we're filming. So yeah, it's a surprise for me. So no insiders, even if I could.
All right, that's cool. I got you. One last thing, man. Everybody keeps asking me, if there was a player that you could draft over yourself, who would it be?
Ooh, a player if I could draft over myself, who would it be? That's an impossible question to answer because I would never draft anyone over myself.
Okay.
Ever. Ever. It's an impossible question.
Number 2.
Okay.
Say you're number 2. Somebody drafts you number 1 overall. Who you going with?
So I had the scenario actually this year. I'll tell you this small story before I get out. I traded up in this like little league that I'm in to number 3 to try to snag myself. And I went number 1 overall. And I was like, no way. Like, come on. It was like a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, like, that's cool that happened for me, but bad because I was trying to get myself. Yeah. And I ended up picking up Derrick Henry for my first overall pick.
Very nice. Very nice. PPR league?
What's that? Yeah, PPR league. Yeah.
He's worth a high pick even in PPR.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Yeah. He's their offense. So he's going to be getting the ball a bunch.
Well, brother, I've got a few more things, but I'm going to go ahead and I know you've got to get going. I see you looking off.
Yep, about to go get this ankle taped.
I appreciate you very much for coming on, man. Thank you so much, and hopefully have you on again later on. All right, bud?
Yep, sounds good, man. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Have a good practice.
All right, we'll see you.